In a delightfully light episode, the characters on Grey's Anatomy are given a break from the drama. Nevertheless, Lucas finally finds out if he would have to redo his internship year in Season 21's Episode 15, which advances a major plot point. When Catherine volunteers at the Grey Sloan Clinic, Lucas gets the chance to demonstrate his abilities as her intern, leading to that resolution. While Taryn and Ben discover some common ground while helping a young patient, Blue and Simone attempt to resolve their roommate problems following Mika's departure. After a window washer in a superhero costume smashes through a window in the PEDS unit, Jules and Winston finally work together. I was certain that Lucas would attempt to win Catherine over with a showy surgery before the plot began. In fact, that's almost exactly what occurs when he discovers a novel surgical method for his patient and Bailey authorizes him to scrub in. But in the end, the show judiciously adopts a more nuanced strategy, with Lucas realizing that his young female patient feels uneasy with him performing surgery on her and handing the case over to Bailey. Despite being one of Grey's Anatomy's most divisive characters over the years, Catherine's kindness to Lucas and the patient in this episode is a welcome change of pace. It's a fantastic subversion of audience expectations that nevertheless achieves the desired outcome, as Catherine is moved by Lucas' empathy for his patient and decides to let him pass with his classmates. Despite being one of Grey's Anatomy's most divisive characters over the years, Catherine's kindness to Lucas and the patient in this episode is a welcome change of pace. Arguments between Taryn, Ben, Blue, and Simone would appear to have little bearing on their own storylines at first glance, yet the episode is very enjoyable, especially with Ben and Taryn. It's so adorable to see them dressed up as superheroes, and I must admit that I laughed as their excitement for the concept began to fade. The plot ultimately focuses more on Taryn acknowledging that she has been overburdened since Levi left and Ben feeling self-conscious that his frequent job changes have prevented him from developing any genuine relationships with his peers. The plotline involving Blue and Simone first seems to be a rehashing of previous episodes. Individuals squabbling over Meredith's house is as classic as Grey's Anatomy gets. However, Simone's excellent point that it's awkward for women to wake up to a strange man in their home gives it a little more weight as well. Additionally, the plotline offers a pleasant chance to inquire about the characters' reactions to Mika's leaving. Even though Blue ultimately consents to let Lucas return, the Grey's Anatomy episode ultimately succumbs to a bit of inevitability, with Simone flinching as Lucas begins discussing their future. I was pleased to see Jules and Winston work together once more this week. They have grown to be one of my favorite mentor-mentee pairs of the season. But judging from their rooftop scene, it appears like the show is moving them closer to home, suggesting a potential romance. Even though their work chemistry has been enjoyable to me, a relationship now seems very artificial, driven by the problems in both of their personal lives. In addition, I enjoy seeing Jules single and concentrating on her friendships and career. Grey's Anatomy frequently switches her up, and although I believe her bond with Mika has been the strongest to date, that relationship loses some of its impact if she leaves so soon. Winston and Jules, however, might end up being a terrific fit for the show's current need for a good slow-burning romance.